Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. And this is part 2 of the continuation of this video of the Amityville horror conspiracy. Now, this is something else that's very, very controversial. Again, I don't really know if this is true. But this was actually from an actual confession from what this person, whoever this person was, that talked to this lady who was the secretary of the priest that blessed the house at Amityville. Saying he was a closet homosexual and that he was a pedophile. And he had the power to cover it up along with the church. And that there were other priests that were doing the same thing. And of course, they had the power to cover it up. And this person was asked, how do you know that he's really like this, that he's really a pedophile or whatever? And according to this person's statement, she was a secretary and she came across some photographs of nude children, pornographic pictures. And when she confronted him with it, she didn't take the pictures though. That was her mistake. He says, who's going to believe you? No one's going to believe you. Just do your job. The Lutzes are going to come by. George and Kathy Lutz are going to come by. Just do your job kind of thing. And just so much, I don't know, something like that was happening. And as crazy as this may sound, it's up to you if you want to believe it. I'm not going to be biased on this one. So just judge for yourself.
Saying, do this for me, do that for me. Can you go to the car and I'm on the phone. Can you go in the car in the glove compartment and get me this form I need? And she's kind of like, okay, that's weird. He's never had me go into the car. And so the car, by the way she described it, I was like, wow, that does not sound like something that would be sitting in a Rockville Center parking lot by any means. And it was definitely sounded very attractive car and had a lot of attention. And it was like this chocolate brown Mercedes, like, I forgot the brand, but it was definitely a higher end car and of this beautiful tan-ish beige interior leather. And so she goes down to the car and she's like, wow, this is a beautiful car. And she opens up the car. It's immaculate, spotless. And she opens up the glove compartment and a bunch of papers and pictures come flooding out of the glove compartment. She was kind of like, it's kind of like you don't go to someone's house and you see the mail on the table and you don't open the mail. She goes, but the thing is that these pictures, she goes, I opened that drawer and it was just waiting for me. And you got to pick it up and there's no way around it. She goes, I didn't read the registry. I didn't even know what I was looking for at a certain point because I got so distracted by the pictures. And I was like, okay, what were the pictures? And this is where she froze. She froze and was so uncomfortable that she went into her old behavior when she was a child. When back in the day, she's born and raised in the Bronx. And, first generation. And you can see her clam up and she just started whispering. And it's like, we're in a home. We're in her home in Florida when she told me this face to face. And she was whispering to me and I'm sitting right across from her. And I was like, you don't have to whisper. She goes, no, it's so inappropriate. And I can't believe back then I look back and I didn't do anything. But it was what I saw in those pictures that I knew that I was dealing with a sick man. And the cover-up was his relationship. And the distraction was his relationship with the Lutz family. The pictures, it's just very uncomfortable for me to even talk about it because she was so descriptive in what she said. And it was connected to definitely, she looked at some of the pictures and it was the furniture that she bought, at the Goodwill and had it shipped to the city. So she saw all the fixtures and the props and the video and the pictures that were very familiar. And she said it was young boys. I said, boys? Teenagers? She's like, very young boys. Young enough that, they weren't in elementary school, but they were definitely underage. And she said, the one thing I do regret through this whole experience was not taking those pictures and keeping them for myself and reporting it right away. She goes, I froze, I didn't know how to react. It was so crazy because if I go in to report him now and I say to the bishop, I saw these photographs, they would call me crazy. They would say to me, you're out of your mind because he helps priests. There's been priests that have looked at younger boys and don't do anything and we've fixed them. And this man fixes problems. This man is a healer of bad behavior. And she said that if she went and talked about this, they would say, no, you're a miserable housewife that's unhappy with your position and you're never satisfied. And that's not the case. But she goes, I could never complain about anything when it was related to the church. They just did not want to hear it. It was a closed door, especially from a woman. The expectation, of course, was for me to just be of service to him and accept anything that comes my way. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. So she put the pictures back and she went inside and she said it was the last time that they had a one-on-one conversation, but she couldn't outright say to him, you're a freaking pig. She just said, I'm on to you. I know what's going on. Clean it up or we're going to have a problem. And he basically said, you are such a storyteller. And she said, I'm telling you, it's going to get bad. She goes, it may not be me, but it's going to get bad. And he just said, I don't really care what you have to say. No one's going to ever take you seriously. You're just a secretary. And while you're at it, make sure the Lutz family gets here. And that's how it started. Now, how they all got connected, I don't have firm information on that, but it was definitely something where they were new in the family. They had the house. It was, again, the house, so many people just came to the house. It was such an attraction. Tourist trap.
I really don't know what to make of this. But I don't know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.